We also have Elena's gonna scoot in somewhere, I think. Good morning. Do you mind if I scooch her in up here? Do you too much? I know she likes the front because of hearing, and she probably has her own mat, so I'm just gonna kind of do blocks for her, if that's okay. Okay, thank you. Hello. I think that's fine. Okay. Oh, where did the bowl go? It's fine. It doesn't hurt to have them, especially if you like them, whether I offer them or not. Hang on, you have 2 totes there. So there's some loose balls in there. Okay. Good morning. Any requests? I'm not sure what's going on here yet. I know that there's a gentleman named Michael Garden who's offering a sound ocean here. I think this weekend is August 7th, like Friday. I think on Friday. And he's an old head. I didn't know who he was when he reached out, and then I was putting pieces together, and he's been in the yoga scene for generations. So I'm sure that whatever he has to offer and deliver is very seeped in practice and wisdom and experience. And it's really cool that he reached out and offered to be here. That's Friday night if you're around. I think also this coming weekend I'm doing a little mini immersion. If you want a little mini retreat, I'm doing Embodying the Three Queens on Saturday and Sunday afternoon. Folks often ask, who are the 3 queens? Are you one of the 3 queens? And actually, every single person is all 3 queens. They're just meant to be archetypes of divine feminine energy that complement the divine masculine energies, of which all of us are all 3 of both masculine and feminine energies. Regardless of gender expression, we all contain multitudes, and these are primary archetypes basically, to say 3 queens is to imply 3 kings as well, and that each of us contains, embodies, and we practice in order to more fully embody and express and share the energies of creativity, preservation, maintenance, and dissolution, transformation. And that that's the cycle of existence, and it's happening at all times within us and all around us. And that is basically what 3 Queens represents. I also wanted to name it after the neighborhood that it belongs to, and Queen Village Yoga sounded kind of bland. So that's the 3 queens, and they belong to every one of you. They are within each of you. You belong to them, and they belong to you. And yay to all of you, all of us, for Best of Philly this year. If anyone's around on Tuesday night, I have not gotten my tickets. Yay, yes. There's a party on Tuesday night, I think at the convention center. Group tickets of 5 or more. We could go celebrate. Let me know if you're interested. I'm going to try to get my tickets today because I think it's in 2 days. Yeah, and I feel like I haven't been here in a long time because I was out on the waterfront too before I left. So it's really nice to be here. I think I'm here for the rest of the summer on Sundays. Any requests? It is not a speak now or forever hold your peace model. Sorry, I'm playing this depressing music. Wah, wah, wah. I am very happy to be here. There can be many things true at once. And yoga really is, I was just saying to Sabrina downstairs, she's like, how are you? And I was like, I'm depressed, but I'm not complaining. That like yoga really is about self-intimacy and being friends with whatever aspect of yourself is arising. So my morning dreams were still in Greece. And then I woke up and I was like, what better place to have to be or go than here with all of you? So here we are. Obviously, Camden and Melissa are not here with me today, so I'll try to be on my mat and in the room, some modicum of equalness. But if you have questions, comments, concerns, since there's not going to be me and Melissa walking around, just feel free to call them out, please. I like to keep it casual. So anything from like what to WTF to can you say that again, or what's the modification, just shout it out. Make yourself as comfortable as humanly possible. Happy Leo season, happy August, happy full moon. In Aquarius, I think, so many things happening. I think we're about to enter an eclipse corridor. Boom, boom, boom. So we need this. I know I need this, and I'm going to project. We need this yoga to kind of like buckle up. I need this, and I'll project. We need this yoga to remain centered and grounded, steady in the face of life, especially if and when there's a storm. This image on the altar of Shiva Nataraja is the image of Shiva doing the cosmic dance of bliss, which unfolds the universe as we know it. And the earliest sort of version of Shiva from the Vedas and maybe even pre-Vedas is called Rudra, Rudra. And his name means like the storm. And this expression of Shiva that we see in the yoga studios, yoga practitioners, is really that cultivation of a capacity to dance with elegance and grace, even in the middle of a storm, to uphold beauty and virtuosity, even in the middle of a storm. That's what Nataraja reflects to us, for us, as us. As you find a comfortable posture, seated, laid back, or completely reclined, you can allow the eyes to soften. If it suits you, close the eyes, a gesture of turning into darkness in order to see yourself more clearly. And as you are, where you are, look for the breath. And just by turning the light of your awareness to the presence of the breath, notice how naturally the gift of life that is the breath delights and deepens in the light of your awareness. So sweet. When you turn the light of awareness to the breath naturally deepens and expands. Does not require much, if any, effort. And if and as you like, step into greater participation with the breath and slow down the beginning of the inhale through the nose. Take it in deep down into your ground of being. Let it fill you up to overflowing. And as you exhale, let the breath pour out of you heartfelt. The breath ignites the heart where the voice of the true teacher resides, always present, intrinsically peaceful, utterly powerful and luminous. And as the breath ignites the heart informs, illuminates, and inspires the faculty of your mind and the agency of your body. And here in this gift of conscious breathing embodiment, we bring the hands to heart center. If you're reclined, palm over palm. If you're seated, palm to palm. In a gesture of sincere self-reverence that acknowledges and honors the voice of the true teacher, never further than your heart, which is never further than your breath, and the gesture that places this aspect of the self before us as a guide for at least the time we spend together. And together we set the tone for our practice by sharing collectively the sounds of our hearts, the voices of our hearts, and the sound of one unified Om. As always, feel free to join into the sound or let it wash over you. Deep breath in. Bow to your beautiful heart, always present, intrinsically peaceful, utterly powerful and luminous. And keeping that connection inward unwavering, release the hands, blink open the eyes. And let's start on all fours in a tabletop position. Feel free to pad your knees with a blanket, if and as you like. And just begin by linking breath and movement in the ways that really naturally feel good. Hi. I'm spinning over your news. Okay. Just round as you exhale, arch as you inhale. Notice what you feel, how it feels, where you feel it. What do you feel? How does it feel? Where do you feel it? The body is the container of life. The physical practice is a strategy for allowing the gift of life to flow in you, as you, through you, more deeply, more fully, more freely. As best you can, breathing smoothly, steadily, deeply, fully in and out through your nose throughout the practice. Ujjayi breath, if you know it and love it. You can stretch back through the soles of the feet, the calves, just by extending a leg back, ball of the foot on the ground. Press your hands down and forward as you stretch your heel back. We'll meet in downward dog as you're ready. Pedal your feet a bit from side to side, again stretching through the soles of the feet, the backs of the legs. On an inhale, float your right leg high to the sky, lift the left heel high, look between the hands. As you exhale, step it through to lunge. Lower the back knee down, bring blocks high to frame your front leg. Walk your back knee back, just to what feels like a natural edge. And then shift your hips back. Flex your front foot, point the foot, flex, and point, flex, and point. Come through lunge, step it back to downward dog. And already maybe notice a subtle difference from side to side. And as you inhale, float the left leg high to the sky. Lift the bottom heel high, look between the hands, and on the exhale, catch your lunge. Lower the back knee down, walk it back just to like a natural, as far as it can naturally go, and then right at that edge, shift your hips back. Oh, different. I can't believe the difference from side to side sometimes. You can play with flointing, pointing, flointing, flexing the front foot. Again, just noticing what can't be seen but can be felt. letting tension begin to melt, dissolve, just in the light of the awareness, in the light of recognition. We'll walk the back knee in, pass through lunge, take it back to downward facing dog. Look for the breath. Let the inhale carry you to plank. Lower the knees, point the feet, shrug the shoulders. And on your exhale, lower your pelvis, your hips forward and down towards the ground. Bend the elbows, the bare minimum to bring your hips to the floor. Then press the tops of the feet down and claw your hands back. Slide the skull up and back. Think up and back, not back and up. Up and back. Press the inner edges of the hands down, in and back. Press the feet down. And on an exhale, we'll meet in downward dog. Breath to heart, heart to mind, mind to body. On the inhale, float the right leg to the sky. As you exhale, catch the lunge. Pivot your feet to the left for a wide-legged forward fold. Root through the inner edges of the feet. Spread the toes. Turn your toes in a little bit. And then lift the outer edges of the feet up. Little micro bend in the knees that can't be seen but can be felt. And keeping the inner heels heavy, tip into the balls of the feet. Push through your legs and root through the outer edges of the feet. And then either take a strap or interlace your hands behind your back for a shoulder stretch. Draw the shoulder blades together, all the way together on the uppermost part of the back. And as you inhale, reach the arms straight up towards the sky. Feel the chest, the lungs, the heart, and front open. And as you keep that exhale, fold, bow between the legs, let the arms get heavy overhead like wet branches. Little bend in the elbows, reach the arms to the left, turn to the right. Inhale through center, and as you exhale, reach the arms to the right, turn to the left. And exhale, fold right down the middle, release the arms. Turn the right knee and toes through lunge, is that true? And step it back to downward dog. Pedal it out from a newfound awareness of and connection to the upper back. Root down, push through the arms into the earth to launch up through the hips. Lift your heels high, feet hips width to outer, hips width apart. And as you lift your heels high away from the floor, bring your knees almost to touch the floor. Lift and spread your sitting bones like you're sticking your butt out, and feel how the center, the belly, the bottom ribs drop towards the thighs there. Change nothing in the legs and arms. Just draw the belly, the midsection, the ribs towards the back body. And as you push through the arms now, press your thigh bones up to the sky to straighten the legs like you're trying to raise the roof. Bottom ribs towards the spine, thighs towards the ceiling. And now let the heels drop towards the earth. Push through the arms to root through the heels. Breath to heart, heart to mind, mind to body. On the inhale, float the left leg to the sky. Exhale, catch your lunge. Pivot your feet to the right for the wide-legged forward fold. And fold between the legs. Bend into the right leg, a bare minimum to feel a stretch through the inner left thigh. Push the right leg straight, bend into the left leg to the bare minimum stretch in the inner right thigh. Push both legs straight and walk your hands back on the floor behind your legs. Reach back as much as you can. Crawl your fingertips back. Notice the tendency to rock back into the heels. Lean into the balls of your feet as you reach back. Claw the earth, and without moving your hands, energetically pull your hands towards your feet to fold in a little deeper. Can you hug the shoulder blades together? Inhale to get long through the spine. Turn the left knee and toes through lunge. Take it back to downward facing dog. Notice any newfound space. Look for the breath. You can stay here as always. Rest in child's pose if you prefer, puppy pose, or let your breath carry you through a linking vinyasa in the style of you. Inhale to plank or a variation thereof. Exhale to bring yourself towards the earth. Inhale like a cobra, the breath rises up through the heart, the crown as you stay grounded through the legs and palms. Exhale, downward dog. Find your breath. Breath to heart, heart to mind, mind to body. On your inhale, float your right leg high to the sky. With your exhale, catch your lunge. Follow your breath, not my voice. The inhale reaches the arms to the sky. Right knee and toes point straight ahead. Huge breath in. On your next exhale, big step forward to standing tall mountain. Right hand catches the left wrist or forearm as you reach up over to the right, ground through the left leg. Send all the weight down into the left leg. Can look in towards your heart to slide the rib cage back, then the head back, then the arm bones back. Inhale, reach up through center, stand tall. As you exhale, bend the legs, fingertips touch the earth. Step the left foot back to lunge. Spin the left heel to the ground, climb right forearm to right thigh, and reach the left arm overhead for extended side angle. As you root through the back leg, stand through the back leg, reach through the left fingertips. Hug the right heel in as you guide the inner right thigh more open. One more breath, bend one more inch. Turn the left palm to the sky. Pull your feet towards each other, towards the midline, and feel the strength of your legs activate. And with a leg strong, reach the left palm up and back all the way into Warrior Two. Bend the front leg one more inch. Push your front leg straight. And on your exhale, find triangle pose. Right fingertips to the floor or a block, inside or outside your front leg. Belly breathing. As you inhale, the center expands, hug your feet towards each other, draw the kneecaps up. And as you exhale from the core of your pelvis, push through the legs to extend through the spine, the crown, breathing. Is it okay to touch, Ariel? It's nice to see you. Gorgeous. On the exhale, turn through lunge, left fingertips to the floor, downward facing dog. Check it out. Notice what you feel. Feel what you notice, relish, delight, savor in any newfound space through which the light of awareness now flows on the currents of the breath more deeply, more fully, more freely in you as you through you. Isn't that so freaking yummy? Like, how did we live without this stuff? On the inhale, float the left leg to the sky. Huge breath in, look between the hands. Exhale, catch your lunge. Not a lot of Virgos back here today. Inhale, reach the arms up. Are there any Virgos back here? Where? Oh yeah, no, it's very aligned where the Virgo is. See that perfect Virgo row? I make jokes, sorry. Press the back knee and thigh to the sky. From the depths of your being, reach up through the fingertips. On an exhale, big step forward to the front of your mat. Stand tall, standing tall mountain. Left hand finds the right wrist. Reach up and over to the left. Ground through the right leg. Breathe into the side waist like gills on a fish. Slide the ribs back, then the skull back, then the arm bone back. Inhale, reach up through center. Exhale, bend the legs a lot, touch the earth. Step the right foot back to lunge. Spin the heel to the ground, left forearm to left thigh. Reach the right arm overhead for Parsva Konasana, extended side angle. Push through your back leg, pull the feet towards each other. Draw energy from the earth, up the legs, into the hips and pelvis. And from the ground of your being, push through your legs to extend through the spine, the sides of the waist, the crown, the right fingertips. Hug the left heel in as you guide the inner thigh open, belly breathing through the nose. Flip the right palm to the sky, and as you pull your feet towards each other, inhale for Warrior Two. Reach back towards the person or wall behind you, bend the front leg deeper. Push the front leg straight, big breath in. Exhale, left fingertips to the floor or a block, inside or outside the front leg. And as you push through the legs into the earth, hug the feet towards each other to activate the muscles of the legs on all four sides. Elizabeth, that looks so good. Lean back on the shoulder blades. Awesome. Belly breathing. And on an exhale, touch the floor. Take it back to downward dog. Savor your down dog, a puppy pose, a child's pose, or let the breath carry you through the linking vinyasa in the style of you. How's the temperature? We'll meet in downward dog. Take your time. It's cooling to 77. Does that sound reasonable? 75, 76, what do we think? What would Melissa do? She would put it like 72. I'm like, girl. You two don't count. They just got back from Greece, so they don't get any. I'm just kidding. Okay, downward dog. Let's see how that is. I'm taking it to 75. Let me know. Or like, give me a brow if you can, if you don't have Botox. On the inhale, float the right leg to the sky. Exhale, step it through to lunge. Bring your blocks high to frame your front foot and push your front leg straight. Keep your back heel lifting. It helps to keep the hips square. Front leg straight. Get long from hips to armpit. So both legs are straight and you're lengthening so that your torso is like a tabletop or a countertop. Bring your right hand to your right hip crease and pull your right hip crease back. And as you lengthen from left hip to left armpit, from the long left waistline, start to twist to the right. Draw the right shoulder blade to the spine. Even suck the left arm bone up into the socket to draw the left shoulder blade to the spine. So now the shoulder blades come together and it creates an effect like the back of a chair. And as you inhale, pull the feet towards each other, legs strong from ground to hips. And as you exhale, lean back on your shoulder blades. And by all means, if you can't resist, unfurl the right arm to the sky. Totally optional. Belly breathing. As you inhale, pull the feet towards each other. As you exhale, lean back on your shoulder blades. Inhale to untwist. Bend the front leg. Walk your blocks way out in front of you. And take a big step forward and up to supported warrior 3. Again, walk the blocks out as much as you need that the spine is like a flat back, like a countertop now. Push into the blocks, turn your back toes in, and rather than trying to lift the back leg from the foot or the hip, really try to square the hips. That'll lower the back leg. And now squeeze the back leg to the midline and try to press your knee to the sky. Yes, bring your right hand to your right hip crease, tack it back, lengthen from left hip to left armpit, get long, and through that long left waistline, start to twist to the right. Squeeze the back leg more to the right, unfurl the right arm to the sky. The more you squeeze the back leg to the midline, the more you can lean back over your shoulder blades. Root through your standing legs, squeeze the back leg to the right side of your mat, press the back knee to the sky, lean back. Inhale to untwist. Exhale, step it all the way back to lunge, downward dog. Now do we want it to be like 72? That one's like turning up the flames. Breath to heart, heart to mind, mind to body. On your inhale, float the left leg to the sky. Look between the hands, catch your lunge. Blocks high to frame your front leg. Push your front leg straight. Keep the back heel lifting. So you can feel how this back leg is already starting to mimic what the leg is going to be doing in the next pose. Lift the back heel high and even turn your back toes in a little bit more and feel how that squares the hips. We're going to look for that same action in the next pose, but you know, as Ram Dass says, let's be here now. Push the front leg straight. Remember, straight does not mean locked. And orient the block so that you could really lengthen from hips to armpits. Left hand to left hip crease. Pull the left hip crease back as you wrap the right hip forward. Lengthen from right hip to right armpit, and from the long right waistline, twist to the left. Left shoulder blade to the spine, suck the right arm and shoulder blade to the spine like the back of a chair. And as you inhale, pull the feet towards each other. As you exhale, lean back on your shoulder blades. If you want it, unfurl the top arm. It's an invitation, not an obligation. But linking breath and action here. Inhale, pull the feet towards each other from front to back, side to side for stability. And as you exhale, lean back on the shoulder blades. Tie the strength of the legs into the opening of the chest, the lungs, the heart. Inhale to unfurl, find your blocks. Bend your front leg, walk your blocks way out in front of you, and take a big step forward and up to supported warrior 3. Turn your back toes in a ton. Can you make your back leg straight and strong? Hips square, flex the back foot, extend back through the heel, lift up through the inner knee, and from the right waistline, start to twist to the left. Left hand catches the left hip crease, tack it back. Left shoulder blade to the spine, right shoulder blade to the spine. The shoulder blades come together like the back of a chair. Rest the head back. And as you squeeze the back leg more to the left, rest the head back more to the right. And as you inhale, squeeze the back leg to the midline. And as you exhale, lean back on your shoulder blades, maybe unfurl the top arm. Push into the block to draw the ribs towards the spine. The head back in line with the heart. One more breath, squeeze the back leg in, lean back. Inhale to untwist. Step it back, downward dog. Breath to heart, heart to mind, mind to body. Inhale for plank. Exhale to lower. Inhale for cobra, cobra dog if you feel ready. The exhale, we meet in downward dog. Breath to heart, heart to mind, mind to body. On your next inhale, float your left leg to the sky. Exhale, catch your lunge. Inhale to reach the arms up. First, make sure the left knee and toes point straight ahead. Lift the back heel high. And on an exhale, take a big step forward and up to balance on your left leg. Cross ankle over thigh. Sit deep into pigeon chair. You can reach the arms forward for counterbalance, fingertips to blocks for balance. You can reach the arms up, ears back, biceps back. Flex the right foot. And as you squeeze the left heel in, guide the inner left thigh open and pull your right shin a little more to the right. Inhale to rise up. Right hand will catch the right foot or ankle behind you. The weight of the leg pulls the shoulder down. Squeeze the leg to the midline and lift the shoulder up and back. Hinge halfway forward. The standing leg is straight without being locked, so give that knee a little bit of give and feel the movement in the standing foot. Try not to resist it. Try to embrace the movement. Extend the leg long, reach the right arm overhead. Warrior 3 for a beat. Catch the crescent lunge, huge breath in. Notice if that left cheek is sort of smiling. Anyone? Downward dog. Is that what that is? No? Gritting? Find your breath. Breath to heart, heart to mind, mind to body. On the inhale, float the right leg to the sky. Exhale, catch your lunge. Right knee and toes point straight ahead. Inhale to reach up. So front knee and toes point straight ahead. Back heel lifted on the exhale. Big step forward. Cross ankle over thigh. Sit deep into pigeon chair. Can reach forward again, hands to blocks, arms forward or overhead. Flex the left foot. Breathe into what can't be seen but can be felt. There is movement in the standing foot. And rise up through center. Left hand catches the left foot or ankle behind you. Hug the left knee to the midline. Activate that back foot and draw the left shoulder up and back. Hinge halfway forward. And as you hug the knee in, kick the foot back. Hug the knee in, kick the foot back. Inhale to hug the knee to the midline. Exhale to kick the foot back. Slow motion through warrior three. Arm reaches forward as leg reaches back. Catch your crescent lunge. Both feet on the ground. Huge breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Slow, long, deep inhale to plank. Slow, long exhale towards the earth. Slow, long inhale to cobra or cobra dog, maybe up dog. Pause at the top. Claw the fingertips towards the feet. Wait for the exhale to take you back to downward dog. Follow in the wake of the breath. Beautiful, like a dance in the middle of a storm. We'll take the right leg through to pigeon prep. Bring the blocks high to frame your hips. Pull the knees towards each other so that you're lifting up more than sinking down. Bend the back leg, and with your left hand, find your left foot. Beautiful. And same like all these symmetrical standing pose we've done, the left hip wraps forward, the right hip crease tacks back. So that the form may not be so, but the action is of squaring the hips. And as you press the back knee down and forward, maybe it frees the right arm up and back. The action of that lightness comes from the rooting in the back leg. The more the back knee presses down and forward, the more the right arm can reach up and back. Exhale, touch the floor. Take it back to three-legged dog, right leg high to the sky. Keep the left armpit lifting, the left arm straight. Bend the top leg, heel to butt cheek, open your hips. Flex the back foot so much you could foot high five the person to your left. Inhale the leg long, square the hips. Exhale, float it down. Left side through to pigeon prep. Take your time in your setup, blocks high to frame your front leg. And as you press the back knee down and forward, that helps to wrap the right hip crease forward as you tack the left hip crease back. Bending the back leg, right hand for right foot, pigeon thigh stretch. Can be here, bind yourself to yourself. And as you press the back knee down and forward, feel like you can draw the left shoulder up and back. The tailbone anchors down and maybe the left arm takes flight. The more you press the back knee down and forward, the more you can reach up and back. One more of the deepest, fullest breaths. And on the exhale, gorgeous, plant your hands, three-legged dog, left leg high to the sky. Root, press through the inner edges of the hands. Both arms stay straight as you bend the left leg, heel to butt cheek. Turn open, foot high five the person to the right, but that right shoulder wants to drop. Everyone lift the right armpit. Nice, Molly. Inhale the leg long behind you. Exhale, square the hips, float it down. Right side through to pigeon prep. What? We're right side forward. Okay, would you feel better about it if I said something like bring your forearms to the floor in front of you? Is that more fair? You can interlace your fingers or hug a block between your palms. As best you can, activate the front foot. Try to flex the foot and get more weight on the outer edge of the back knee. Way more to the outer edge of the thigh. Yeah, I mean like that. Good. Even more. Yes. Yes. Feel the difference? That's so good. Okay, press the forearms down. Inch the back knee back. Press the back knee up to the sky. Huge breath in. As you exhale, right foot meets the left foot. Forearm plank. Squeeze the block if you have it. Hug the elbows to the midline. If the hands are interlaced, they're going to want to splay. Hug them in no wider than shoulder width apart. Draw the bottom ribs to the spine, the tailbone towards the earth, and as you hug the legs to the midline, the butt cheeks hug the midline. Look to the front of the block or in front of your mat, so like look forward, and as you look forward, tiptoe your feet forward. Try not to drop your gaze too much. Keep looking forward, come onto the tippiest of tippy toes, and float the left leg to the sky. Turn the left toes in, like the back leg in Warrior 3,
And as you turn the left toes in and hug the left leg straight and strong to the midline, press the inner knee towards the front of the room as you drop the bottom heel towards the earth. Woo! Lift the bottom heel, float the left foot down, walk it all the way back to forearm plank. Lower the knees, the thighs, the hips, the belly. Make a pillow with your hands. Can rest on your forehead or turn your head to one side. And just enjoy your breath, the rhythmic beating of your heart as it reverberates against the lap of the earth. If your head's turned to one side, try turning it to the other side if neck permits. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Yes, exactly. That's exactly right. Try that and then report back. Yeah. Desiree, on the next one, when I'm cueing everyone to look forward, you try looking, to keep your head off the floor, but look this way. Okay. Just we're trying to get the range. How did it look? How did it feel looking forward? It's okay. Okay. We'll meet in downward dog, breath to heart, heart to mind, mind to body. Left leg through to pigeon prep. Bring your forearms to the floor in front. Elbows no wider than shoulder width apart. Can sort of shrug the shoulders and line the elbows up under the shoulders, squeeze the block or interlace the fingers. I recommend hugging the block. You just get a lot more muscular engagement for free, particularly knowing that we're going to be weight bearing there. You want all that muscle engagement that you can get. Inch the back knee back and get more weight to the outer edge of the knee, the outer seam of the thigh. Try to flex the left foot so much the outer ankle lifts up away from the floor. Belly breathing. Press the back knee and thigh to the sky. Big breath in. As you exhale, left foot meets the right foot in forearm plank. Zip yourself, orient yourself to your midline, to the power of the center. Ribs back, tailbone down, hug to the midline. And then looking forward, start to tiptoe your feet forward. Right at your edge, shrug your shoulders. That lifts the head further away from the floor. And float your right leg to the sky. Flex the right foot, turn the right toes in. Squeeze the right leg straight and strong to the midline. Press the inner right knee to the front of the room as you ground the left heel downstairs. Woo. Lift the left heel up. Float the right leg down, tiptoe back to forearm plank, and then lower the knees, the thighs, the pelvis, the belly, the heart. Make a pillow with your hands. If you have your head turned to one side, maybe try turning it to the other side. The rhythmic beating of your heart resets the tone for the entire interior landscape, raising your entire vibration. So much so that you become the tuning fork for those in the world around you. You hold the energy and you lift the energy. We're gonna roll onto the back, but don't get too excited. Unless back bends are really exciting for you.
Bend your legs, feel both feet on the ground. Bend the elbows alongside the waistline and press the elbows down so that the chest lifts, and wriggle the shoulder blades together right underneath the heart center. Press the center back of the skull down so much you feel the muscles in the upper back activate a little bit more. And have your feet right underneath your knees. There you go. You can, walk them in a little bit. As you press the elbows down, the center back of the skull down, stand through your feet to lift your hips up for bridge pose. And allow your palms to come to rest anywhere on your midsection. Find your breath, and as you inhale, feel your center expand. Hug your legs to the midline. And as you exhale, feel your center soften. Press your feet down and forward so that you feel your bridge grow from inside out. Press the center back of the skull down, eyes soft, breath deep and full. Throat open so that you can drink the breath in and whisper the breath out. On your exhale, slowly lower your pelvis all the way to the ground. Does everyone have a strap? No? I get it. Okay, locate your strap. I'll bring them around too. If you don't have one, you don't have to get up for this. And make a loop that's about hip point distance apart, hips width apart. And then you'll slip the loop over the thighs. And try not to have the buckle on your skin. That can be unpleasant. And if you're not sure about making this loop, just call me over. I'm a well-trained professional. Sometimes we let teachers graduate our 200 hour and they don't even know how to make a loop, so we try. Life is hard. Don't make it harder than it has to be. I can do your loop. Do you need help, Soch? Let's see. So when you slip it over your thighs, it should be just above your knees, and when you press out into it, your knees should not be able to go wider than your hips. Does that make sense? Here. I'm looking for context clues. Does anybody else need help? Okay. So we have the strap right above the knees. Buckle not on the skin so you don't get bit by it. No biting in yoga. Press the legs out into the strap. They go no wider than hips width apart. And the feet are right underneath the knees. Bend the elbows alongside the body. Press the center back of the skull down. Stand through the feet to lift the hips up. You can wriggle the shoulder blades in a little deeper. I was playing this morning with lifting my heels up. I forgot how good that feels sometimes in this pose, and then tiptoeing your feet maybe in a little bit. And then you could even tuck the hands right underneath the low back and press the low back towards the backs of the knees. And then even tiptoe the feet out the littlest smidge to ground through the heels to give yourself traction in your own lower back. Or you could interlace your hands underneath you for more of a shoulder stretch. Or you could grab onto the outer edges of the mat and pull the mat towards the feet as you press the center back of the skull into the earth. Lots of options here. Breathe. As you inhale, the center expands. As you exhale, it softens, throat open, gorgeous. If you want more, huge if, take your hands outside your ears as wide as your mat, fingers point towards your feet, come to the top of your head, suck your armpits in, push through your legs, push through your arms, come up into Urdhva Dhanurasana. In Urdhva Dhanurasana, turn your toes in, heels out, Turn your hands out, inner edges of the hands pressed down, and as you push through the legs and push through your arms, look towards your heels. Gorgeous. And if you've walked it in, then walk it out and slowly lower down. Once again, enjoy the unconditional support of gravity, the unconditional presence of the breath, and the rhythmic beating of your heart as it reverberates in and through every fiber of your being. Questions on Urdhva Dhanurasana, bridge pose, or anything we've done so far?
If you're on your toes, your hips are up, your back, you're supporting a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
When do you lower your heels, you were saying?
Yeah.
Is that to create more length?
Yeah, it's gonna lengthen the backs of the legs. Yeah, so I think I was just noticing this morning that it helps to get your hands under there with the heels lifting, right? It gives you a little more space. And then the heels don't have to come all the way down. You can leave them lifted, but maybe if you just walk your feet out a smidge, the heels can come down and you're creating length on all four sides of the legs, and the legs are what govern the low back. So I just forgot I think there's like some arm length, leg length factors in there, and I forgot how good that can feel if it's just right. You could also, optional for everyone, if you want to experience that, you could try doing bridge pose with your feet on blocks, and that will help you get your hand. Do you want to see it? Would that help? Or do you want to just stay laying down? Yeah, you could stay laying. You could place your feet on blocks, and it'll help you get your hands under there, and you can give yourself like some self-traction in your lower back, which feels really nice, in my opinion. So option, if you want to place the feet on blocks for the next one, you can go for it. Totally optional. It might make pushing up into Urdhva like a little less familiar, but going from Urdhva with your feet on blocks, that will also feel really nice once you're in it. So blocks under the feet if you like. Legs, recommended to have them belted here to protect the low back. So the legs want to splay because the low back is tight and weak. And so when you create those sort of like boundaries on the legs, it protects the low back and it gets you to open where you're stuck and stabilize where you're weak. Bend the elbows. So you're setting up for bridge pose, the instrument of connection. That's the yogi's kind of highest attainment. One of the higher attainments is to be the instrument for connection. Stand through the feet to lift your hips up. Wriggle the shoulder blades into the back of the heart like the back of a chair. Press the center back of the skull down so that the head is in line with the heart. And then as you push through the legs, the heart goes above, goes higher. You can come onto tippy toes, or if you're on blocks, maybe just wriggle the elbows in a little deeper. Try to get the palms of the hands to the back of the waist. You can face the fingers towards the shoulder blades. You can point the fingers towards the butt cheeks. Just kind of see what the wrists prefer. Wriggle it in, wriggle it in. Can lift the heels up, press the center back of the skull down, traction the low back towards the backs of the knees, and then root the heels into the blocks or into the earth. Beautiful, Maury. Breathe as you are, where you are. Maybe come to Urdhva Dhanurasana if you know it and love it. And when you're ready to come down, we'll meet in the lap of the earth. Remove the strap, remove the blocks, knees bent, feet on the floor as wide as the mat. Let the knees rest against each other at the midline. So props to the sides for a moment. Knees bent, feet on the floor as wide as the mat. Knees together. Hands can rest anywhere on the midsection, low belly. Let both knees fall gently to the right. Belly breathing, maybe deep into that left hip socket. Inhale the legs through center. Let the knees fall to the left. These are just all spinal neutralizers after a few deep back bends. Belly breathing deep into the right hip now. Inhale through center. Bring the feet together and let the knees open. You don't need to support here. I'll just be here like just a few breaths. Press the feet into each other like Anjali Mudra. Press the inner heel, the big toe ball mounts, the inner heels, the little toe ball mounts, the outer heels. And rather than thinking knees down, think knees wide to the sides of the room. Pubic bone towards the floor, tailbone towards the heels. One more of the deepest, fullest belly breaths. And then close the legs, roll to the right. We're gonna meet in downward facing dog. Just the best counter pose for Urdhva Dhanurasana is downward facing dog. Pedal the feet a little bit. Notice also, interestingly, like we did all the work in the beginning of class to release the tension in the backs of the legs. They got much more spacious and open. Does anybody feel fresh tension in the backs of the legs now? Yeah, because that pose fucking stresses us out, am I right? Isn't it just interesting to see how the maths? Excuse me, sorry. I don't think anyone's new. You're not that new here. I grew up in New Jersey. I've been working hard finally in my 40s to clean my mouth. Theo just got home from summer camp and he learned card games. And I was like, tell me about the card games you learned. And he said, bull. And I was like, you mean bullshit? Like he thinks he can't say it. It's like you don't know your mom. Right foot through to lunge. We're gonna pivot the feet to the left for the wide-legged forward fold again. This time we're gonna interlace the hands at the back of the skull, the base of the skull. So as though like the index fingers hit the base of the skull and the thumbs kind of hold the outer back of the neck. Can everyone feel that? And when you point the elbows out, it might feel like less pressure on the skull. When you point the elbows in, do you feel like the shoulder girdle kind of weighs on the skull more? So now you're creating traction in your neck here. You're letting the weight of the shoulder girdle and arms rest against the base of the skull and let gravity sort of pull the skull towards the earth. And really gently nod your head yes. Maybe nod the head no a little bit from side to side. Come back to yes when you're ready. And then with the weight of the arm sort of resting on the base of the skull, do little tiny circles clockwise, like you're drawing circles with the crown of your head on the floor. Like one of those kitty lasers from your crown. Sorry, such a weird thing to say. Go the other direction when you're ready. And then end with a yes nod. Release the hands, turn the right knee and toes through lunge. Step it back to downward facing dog. As you press the inner edges of the hands down, lift up through the sides of the waist, press back through the thighs and down through the heels. Left foot through to lunge. Pivot the feet to the right for the wide-legged forward fold. And then with or without the hands here, you can do the heavy head traction. If you like the way it feels with the hands interlaced, go for it. If you love a shoulder stretch, go for it. If you like bending into one leg and then the other to stretch through the inner thighs, go for it. Can hit a lot in this pose, in this form. Make it an offering to the breath, to the heart, to the mind, to the body, to the whole self, to the full self. Take your time. And when you're ready, we'll turn the left knee and toes through lunge. Take a big step forward, Uttanasana. Fold over your legs. Bow to your heart. Feet can be anywhere from as wide as the mat, outer hips width apart to together.
Hold opposite elbows. Bend the knees as much as you need to and as little as you have to. And as you root through the legs, the pubic bone moves back. It'll help to bend your legs to find that action like you're sticking your butt out. And then the tailbone roots down. Release the elbows, heel toe your feet to hips width apart. Bend your legs like chair pose, but you don't have to come up for this. Just bend your legs like you're moving towards chair pose and bring your hands to your outer shins. And press the shins in. And as you press your shins towards the midline, press your inner knees and thighs apart. Feel the pelvic floor open, that's a hip opener. Into that space, anchor the tailbone. Feel the belly, the front of the pelvis lift off the fronts of the thighs a bit. Press the shins in, press the inner knees and thighs out, stick your butt out, anchor your tailbone, front of the pelvis lifts. And as you do those actions, start to press your thigh bones back, shins in as you press the thighs out and back, out and back. Wrap your hands to the calves, push the calves forward as you press the thighs back. Press the calves forward, hug the shoulder blades together, press your thigh bones back. Release the hands, heel toe your feet outer hips width apart, turn your toes open, incline your elbows to your thighs. Sit back, try to wedge the elbows in between the legs, hands in prayer, and as you press the elbows out, hug the thighs in. Thighs hug in, elbows press out as you slowly sit all the way towards Malasana, garland pose. Press the elbows out, hug the legs in, press the elbows up. And then lower your butt all the way to the earth. Come onto your back. Find happy baby. Gently rock from side to side. Bring your feet to the floor. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Bend your left leg in. You can go hands free or thread the right arm between the legs and interlace your hands behind your left thigh. For Sukhi Randrasana, eye of the needle, flex both feet. Tilt your pose a little to the left, and then maybe use your right elbow to press your right thigh away from you. Head heavy, neck and shoulders soft. Release the hands, left foot to the floor. Cross the right thigh deeper over the left leg, so it's a leg over leg cross. Shift your hips to the right and lower your knees to the left for a supine twist. From the left waistline, twist your belly to the right and let the right shoulder release. Begin with the head in neutral. Press the center back of the skull down. You can stay right there, which can be very therapeutic for the neck, just to let the head be sort of the anchor and neutral position that the body rotates against. If the neck allows, at first let the head, the gaze like roll in the direction of the knee. So is that let your head roll to the left, I think, for a breath or two. And then as you inhale the head back to neutral, you could stay there or take the center back of your skull a little to the left and then let the head turn to the right. So the twist goes all the way from the base of the spine through the crown of the head. First, bring the head to neutral, then the legs to neutral. Uncross. Shift the hips to neutral. Left ankle over the right thigh. Bend the right leg in. You could do a hands-free version or thread the left arm between the legs for Sukhi Randrasana. Tilt the pose more to the right. And then maybe use your left elbow or just inner body actions to press the left knee away from you. Belly breathing.
release the clasp if you have it. Right foot to the floor, cross the left thigh over the right thigh, thigh to thigh. Scoot your butt to the left and lower your knees to the right. The arms can release down to the sides or out to the sides, elbows bent to accommodate your neighbors. This is the second side, yeah? Okay, start with head in neutral. Press the center back of the skull down as like an anchor that your body twists to the right against. Then a couple breaths, wait for the neck to consent. Maybe the gaze rolls to the right towards the knees. It's like a curling in, kind of a down regulating effect there. Inhale the head to neutral, press the center back of the skull down, neutralize. And then totally optional, shift the center back of your skull to the right and turn the gaze to the left so that the twist, the spiral, beginning in the legs, the hips, continues all the way up through the spine, the palate, the crown. Inhale the legs to center, uncross. Shift the hips to neutral, head to neutral. We're gonna do one more variation of the same form, but with a little more interaction, okay, which can be really great for low back, neck, and jaw release. Bring your legs together. I think we're gonna cross the right leg over the left leg. Is that true? Right leg over the left leg. Scooch your butt to the right, lower your legs to the left. Keep your head in neutral, press the center back of the skull down. And as you lower your legs to the left, can you try to squeeze the legs together as you inhale and try to pull them apart as you exhale? And then can you simultaneously hug them together and pull them apart? Release the effort. Can keep the head here, or take the center back of the skull a little to the left and turn your head to the right. And right there where the weight of your head presses into the earth, push into the earth and release. And push into the earth and release. And press the side of the skull into the earth and release. And now as you press the skull into the earth, squeeze the legs together and pull them apart and release legs and skull. And press skull into the earth and squeeze the legs apart and release. And one more time like that. Head to neutral first, legs follow. Did that make sense-ish? Okay. Questions before we do the other side? We're gonna take the left leg and cross it over the right leg, scooch your hips to the left, lower your legs to the right. And again, the poses are not one size fits all. If you need a bolster or a block to catch the weight of your legs on the side, always be resourceful. If there's resources around that stack the deck in your favor, see that as an instrument of empowerment. Press the center back of the skull down, actively center back of the skull down. Squeeze the legs together as you inhale. Pull them apart energetically as you exhale, like you're trying to pull them apart. Inhale to squeeze them together. Exhale to pull them apart. Then you play a little bit with the action of, can you squeeze them together and pull them apart at the same time? It's a paradox, I realize. Release those actions, and we'll take the center back of the skull, bless you, a little to the right, and turn the gaze to the left. And wherever the weight falls on the left hemisphere of your skull, press actively into the earth. You can even gently lift and lower your chin to see if you can find a sweet spot for traction there that hits the side, front, and back of your neck. Sometimes lowering the chin or lifting the chin just a little can make a world of difference. And then as you press the center back of the skull, as you press the side center back of the skull into the earth, squeeze the legs and pull them apart. And like just gentle pulsing reps of 3 or 4 or 5. And then the head comes to neutral first, the legs follow. Stretch the legs out long, reach the arms overhead, huge breath in. Exhale with an audible sigh. Slow, deep, full, huge breath in, take it to the top, let the inhale scan the body with your awareness for any final remaining bits of tension, and release those bits with an exhale. One more sequence of conditioning for rest here. Find your strap. Should be within hand's reach, I think. If not, call me over, I'll bring it to you. Bring your legs together, flex your feet. Press the, legs straight. Squeeze the legs together, flex the feet, press the heels down. Bend the right leg in towards the chest, take the strap across the ball of the right foot. And extend your right heel to the sky. Do you want a strap? You sure? I'm gonna get you, just in case. You got it. Resourceful. Open the leg to the right. Press the inner left heel down. Belly breathing. Inhale the leg to center. Switch hands, slowly let the leg traverse the midline to the left. Press the bottom leg, the thigh, the knee, the foot back as you extend the right leg to the left. Inhale the leg to center. Here's the fun, sort of tricky part. Hold the strap with your left hand. Take the left arm behind your head, like you're gonna rest your head on your arm, like your arm becomes, you're gonna have to give yourself a lot of slack, and then rest your head back onto your arm onto the ground. And now, as best you can, keeping that, open the leg to the right. It's like supine Vishvamitrasana, or supine bird of paradise. Belly breathing. Stay anchored in your bottom leg. That's the ticket. Press your head down and your leg down. Good. And then unthread the arm from behind the head. Draw the leg up through center and release. Feel the difference from side to side, if any. Bend the left leg in, take the strap around the ball of the left foot. Maury, did that even work? I'm so sorry. Anchor the bottom leg. So the skull and the bottom leg become the anchor, just if that helps get the side thing. Press the center back of the skull down, the bottom leg down, the inner bottom heel, the inner bottom knee, the inner bottom thigh. Feel the difference? Wow. Open the leg to the left. Keep anchoring the inner bottom heel, knee and thigh to the earth. As you press the bottom heel down, you can even sweep the bottom heel, energetically squeeze it to the left. Press the center back of the skull down, so trying to let the leg pull the head, shoulders with it. Belly breathing. Inhale the leg through center, switch hands, slow motion, let the left leg traverse the midline to the right. Flex both feet, press the you can roll onto the outer edge of the bottom leg and then actively press the bottom leg to the left side of your mat. Try to keep the bottom leg and skull anchored. Belly breathing. Inhale the leg through center. Here's the fun, tricky part. Right hand holds the strap. Give yourself as much slack as you need to get the right arm behind the head. You can lift the head up at first, take the right arm behind the head, and then pin the arm to the floor with your head. And let the left leg open out to the left. Anchor the bottom leg, anchor the skull, and breathe. Lift the head to unfurl to free the arm. Bring the leg through center. Release. Float it down to the ground. Stretch the legs out long. Reach the arms overhead. Huge breath in. And let the breath roll out of you like thunder. The Shiva that we see on the altar is the mirror of reflection. And the more we know his backstory, his whole story, the more we see ourselves, our own story. He originates in a storm. He is the storm. And he is the cosmic dance of bliss and ecstasy in and of the storm. Hug your knees in towards your chest, find happy baby. A recognition of the you that we don't even remember. The blissful, happy baby, the original essence. Scan your body with your awareness to see if there's any final poses, movements, or adjustments that you need or want to make in order to feel completely prepared to fully relax. Please take the time to add or remove layers, add or remove props. Also know, like I see a lot of you have massage balls. Use them as you like as you enter your way into rest. For today's practice, it might feel really nice to do a little skull release. So just holding the massage balls in the southern hemisphere of the back of the skull and nodding the head yes and no and getting into that area behind the ears. There's plenty of time to spend a few minutes rolling any area of the body that is thirsty for the hydration. The ball rolling is a great way to hydrate. If there is a meditation practice like metta or a breathing practice like Samavritti, meaning inhale for 4, pause 4, exhale 4, pause 4. I'm just going to invite you for a few moments, a few minutes for a self-care practice that suits you. Ball rolling and or japa, a silent repetition of a mantra or an affirmation that you're working with. Equal part breath. Tend to the self in the way that suits you. And if the self is, by this point, ready and willing to soften into stillness, then begin your Shavasana, your final corpse pose, and we will meet you there. This time is for the remaining bits of practice that will help you, support you in softening into stillness. So continue to scan your body with your awareness. to see what other final poses, movements, and adjustments might need to be made in order to prepare you to more completely and fully relax. If your contentment in this moment were represented by a scale of 1 to 10, without any judgment whatsoever, see where you are at on the scale. And is there anything else you could do to move yourself a little closer to the 10? If not already, begin moving in the direction of stillness. Release any last remaining bits of effort. Any last remaining bits of doing. And as best you can for this time being, just allow yourself to be breathed. Rather than seeing yourself as a body with a breath, take this time to witness yourself as the breath with a body. And observe yourself being breathed. Allow the breath to flow in you, as you, through you, from you, more deeply, fully, and freely. As though the stillness is the effort to not get in the way of the breath, to not obstruct it, to let the breath flow deeply, fully, freely in you, as you, through you. And in so doing, naturally the breath orchestrates and harmonizes all of the inner systems of life. so that all of the interior involuntary systems collaborate more harmoniously. Creating an underlying ease that holds you and supports you and enlivens you from inside out. Invite a deeper breath in, take it to heart, and a longer breath out, heartfelt. As you deepen the breath deepens you. The spirit that you are, awaken the body that you have in the ways that naturally feel good, wiggling toes, fingers, stretching through your arms and your legs. As the spirit that you are awakens the body that you have, let the body that you have embrace the spirit that you are. Affirm and adore in the spirit that you are. Literally wrapping yourself around yourself. For this is and you are the gift of life. When you're ready, bend your legs, feel your feet on the ground, and just take a moment to call yourself down to earth. A moment to call yourself back to reality. And a moment to visualize the ways in which you stretch yourself in this practice of yoga into the activities of your daily life. And as you stretch yourself into the activities of your daily life this Leo season, just take a moment to consider who and what do you want to emanate? How and where do you want to shine? And hold the question in your heart of hearts. Compress through strong arms. Find your way into a comfortable seated posture with the eyes closed and the hands folded before the heart in Anjali Mudra. And a final gesture of sincere self-reverence that again acknowledges and honors the voice of the true teacher, which is never further than your heart, which is never further than your breath. And the gesture that places this aspect of the self before us as a guide in all we do. In so doing, bringing far more beauty, goodness, and virtuosity to those in the world around us. Let's seal in our time together, invoke blessings for ourselves and each other, and together we send the voices of our hearts from inside out into the world to wherever you know it is the most needed, in the form of one final collective Om. Deep breath in. Om. As you bow to your heart, with all my heart, I bow to every one of you. Thank you so much for your presence, for your practice, and more than anything, for all that you are and all that you do every single day of this life. Thanks, everyone. So Sound Ocean on Friday, mini immersion on the weekend. I think I'm at Ray Street Pier tomorrow night. We're continuing with Ray Street Pier through October, Monday nights, Thursday nights, Sunday mornings. The Thursday and Sundays we're invited to Fringe Bar across the street. Really cool building, cool bar for treats. Anyone else have any announcements? We're going, oh, go ahead.
On Friday, we're doing a screening at the store and a pop-up with some Jamaican New York designers, Juan Chakari, but it's also the start of Black Star Light Fest.
Oh, cool. Like you're launching it.
No, we're just doing like a satellite event.
Okay. So you're showing, what's the film that you're showing?
It's called A Different Kind of Church.
Nice. A Different Kind of Church, Friday evening at More Vintage. And our next retreat is at River Mountain Yoga Retreat Center, driving distance. It's right before Thanksgiving. That is very intentionally timed. Yoga, hiking, horseback riding in the brisk mountain air. That's live. Mexico in February with me and my trainer Katie Gold of KG Strong, February yoga and fitness retreat. Not live, but you can mark your calendars, July 9th to the 15th, yoga retreat in Mallorca. And that one is not gonna have an early bird. It's like a first come, first serve on the early pricing. So it'll be like 5 spots, the first 5 spots at this price. Just like it's like a new kind of marketing thing that this company recommends. So bear with us as we figure that out. Thanks, everyone. Like a trot. Unless you know what you're doing, I'm sure they'll let you loose. Yeah. Most of us will just be trotting, maybe a gallop. But there's a place up there. I'm sure. I feel like most of those places, they just want to know your level of experience, and then they'll meet you where you are. Yeah.